What's up, beautiful? Welcome back to the channel. So today, as you can see, we are going to do this beautiful quick makeup look, and we're going to be using the products that we purchased from the drugstore the other day. So it is an affordable on the go look that you totally can do. So without further ado, let's go ahead and hop into the look. Okay, beauty, so let's jump right into the look. I'm going to start off with skincare, of course. I'm going to use the Neutrogena Hydra Boost for our skincare. But before we do that, let's go ahead and use some Evian water just to prep the skin a little bit. So because the Neutrogena Hydra Boost is like a water gel, I really like to use the Evian water first because it really help lock in some of that moisture from the Neutrogena Hydra Boost. And as you can see, it's like a gel formula. Now you can use your hand or you can use a brush. I'm going to use my fingers and I'm just gonna put it on. So I just wanna massage that all in and get the skin really good and supple. You know, you wanna make sure that the skin is prepped to perfection whenever you're doing your makeup, because your foundation is only gonna look as good as your skin looks. So be sure to, you know, don't skip this step. Don't skip the skincare. So I'm gonna put a little bit on my neck too. Okay, so once we do that, I'm going to use the Oil of Olay Ultimate Eye Cream. And I really like to use this Ultimate Eye Cream because it has a little bit of a peachy undertone to it, as you can see here. And a lot of times when you're using under eye cream, it's probably either gonna be for hydration, discoloration, puffiness, and things like that. So I really like the peachy tone because it really helps out with the discoloration, and it helps to neutralize underneath the eyes where there is a little bit of warmth there. So it's not a color corrector, but it will help neutralize that area because it does have that peachy kind of undertone. You know what I mean? Okay, now, so we're gonna go ahead and use a little bit of primer. I'm gonna use the POREfessional primer by Benefit. Now, you can use e.l.f.'s Putty Primer, which is a affordable dupe to this. Now, I like to use a primer right here on my pores just to make my makeup, you know, look a little smoother and lay a little better. And I feel like whenever I'm using hydrating type of foundations or moisturizers, they tend to set into my pores a little bit more, and you can see the pores a little bit more. So I really like to fill those in with some type of putty primer. Yeah, some type of pore primer, you know, just fill that in real quick. So we're gonna hop right into our foundation. And remember, this is a quick on the go look. This is not a full beat. This is just a busy mom quick on the go look, okay? We're gonna use the Milani Glow Hydrating Skin Tint, and I'm using the color 410. So I'm going to use the back of my hand to apply a little bit of that skin tint on the back of my hand. And I'm gonna work from the back of my hand with the Morphe Y7 brush. This brush is like a dome shaped brush. So it's going to give me medium to full coverage. And I really like that, especially whenever I'm using a skin tint. I want it to look like a skin tint, but I also want the coverage, you know, to be the maximum capacity of the coverage, you know. So I want the hydration and the glow, but we also want the coverage. Well, that's what I want, especially when I want to do a makeup look that looks like I've taken a long time to do my makeup, but which, you know, I really haven't. So having a brush that really you can pack it on, as you can see. I'm not going underneath my eyes because I want this look to be really effortless, flawless type easy makeup. I don't want too much makeup underneath my eyes. So I'm going to use the Black Radiance True Complexion Corrector Concealer. I don't even know what the color is because I got this from the next a while ago, and it doesn't say a color. I don't know if this is a packaging number on the side, but so I really don't even know what the color is. But we're gonna use that right underneath the eyes, just like that. A little bit down the nose, and make a little, what is that? VW. Put a little bit on the lip and a little bit in the center, like that. And then I'm gonna tap or draw a little line right here and right here. So that's all we're gonna do for this concealer. I'm going to use the e.l.f. sponge. This is the purple one that you could use wet or dry. I went ahead and wet it, and I'm going to use that to blend everything in, okay? And I'm making sure that I'm taking that concealer and blending all over my eye, because I really don't want to see any lines of demarcation. So I'm just really blending that out really good, like that, okay? Now let's go ahead and blend the forehead. And I really like to work with beauty blenders whenever I'm doing a quick look, because it gets the job done quickly. Whenever I'm working with brushes, it's going to give me a more full coverage look, but it is a two-step process with the brushes, because you'll have to eventually go back and use the beauty blender anyway to kind of like blend things out. So whenever I'm doing a quick beat on the go, I just go straight for the beauty blender, because I'm gonna have to use it anyways, you know, if I'm using a brush. All right, let's go to the other side before it dries. That's one thing about concealer, it'll dry quick depending on the concealer. So you wanna make sure that you are working kind of quickly to get everything blended. And we're just gonna blend this out. Now, I'm not swiping down. I'm really just pressing it into my skin, because I don't want to move the product. I just want to tap where I have it, okay? Just like that. So now I'm gonna take a little bit of the Can't Stop, Won't Stop concealer by NYX. And this is the one that I picked up the other day, and I'm gonna put a little bit there and a little bit there, a little bit under my eyes, and a little bit on my nose, like that, okay? And as you can see, this step you can skip. It can definitely skip this step if you want to, but I bought this concealer the other day, so I really wanted to use it. This is one of those concealers that dries quickly, so you gotta move kind of quick. Had we added the skin tint underneath our eyes, that would have been 3 layers of product underneath your eyes. So that's a lot of times why I leave, you know, underneath my eyes alone when it comes to foundation, skin tint, because I know I'm going to add concealer and I might need to add 2 layers. Or I might just want to add 2 layers, and I don't want so many layers underneath my eyes. All right, so if you want to, you can always take your brush with nothing else left on it and just kind of tap around where you put the concealer, just to make sure there are no lines. You're just gonna tap around it just to blend everything in. If you want to, you totally can skip this step. All right, now we're gonna do a little contour. We're going to use the HD corrector by Black Radiance as well, and this is the color Dark, and this is really, really dark. So I'm just gonna use a little bit of that, and be careful with these because they squirt out crazy. So if you do have a little dish to work from, like a little working makeup palette, you can squirt that on there, or you can use the back of your hand. But sometimes it does come out, as you can see, it comes out a little runny. All right, so I'm going to use just like that. I'm drawing from my eyebrow all the way down the sides of my nose. A little bit there and a little bit there, okay? That's all I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna do my chin. I'm going to use the Morphe Y12. And we're gonna go ahead and blend her out. And I'm pressing it, again, I'm pressing it into my skin. So I really don't want to move the product around too much because I have it right where I want it, you know? So just gonna press that in a little bit more. If you want to bring it upward a little here, you can. But I really like this brush because it is dual fiber. And let me tell you something, your brushes are going to be your best friend when it comes to doing your makeup. You wanna make sure that you're using the right brushes, okay? That's very important. So I'm just gonna take the Beauty Blender down the bridge of my nose, on the side. And basically what I'm doing is blending that contour, okay? We're gonna go underneath. Don't worry about that. We're gonna blend that some more. Take your brush and blend out that contour. Now, one of the things that I really think that people miss is how much product stays in your brush when you're working. You don't have to use a whole lot. So the next step is the blush by Pixie. We're going to use the On The Glow blush, the color Juicy, and it comes in a stick like this. Now you can go directly to your face or you can use a brush. Typically I go directly to my face, but today I want to use a brush. Okay, so I'm going to use MAC's I think it's 163, the number is gone, but it looks like this. It's also a dual fiber brush, and I'm going to take it directly from the top of the brush, the top of the blush, excuse me, just like that, and apply it to my cheeks. I can't really see it that much when I do it like this. I really wanted to try it both ways. So let's see. Let's try it with a stick over here. Oh yeah. Yeah. We're going straight from the stick. We're going straight from the stick, okay? Because that's what you want. That's what you want. I need to see some color. Now that we have that on, I'm going to blend it with this brush. This is so beautiful, you guys. I absolutely love this blush. Can you see the glow? Can you see the glow already? Like, come on. Let's go ahead and blend that down a little bit more. Now, don't forget, you can always use your beauty blender to tap any lines. And I don't want to go under my eyes too much, but I do like my blush a little high. Okay, that looks good to me. I like that. I'm gonna stop it right there for now. And now we're gonna go ahead and set our concealer. We're gonna set our concealer with the Maybelline Fit Me Matte Poreless Pressed Powder, and it looks like this. You guys have seen this before. I'm using the color 310, and I'm going to actually set it with a little bitty sponge that I got from the dollar store. And you can get these velvet textured type sponges on Amazon or wherever. You know, I just got these because they're really small, as you can see, super small. And I'm going to press into the powder like this, saturate it, and then press into the hand and press. We're gonna press. That's cute. That's cute. That looks so natural. Very natural, right? And I love the fact that it is the poreless matte, because we don't really love, you know, a matte look. But in the pores, I can afford some matte in the pores, you know? And I really like this little small triangle because I can really press underneath my eyes and get into those fine lines. And I'm pressing this powder into my skin. Let's press here on the forehead. Now I'm gonna go underneath my concealer and blush just a little bit. So now that we have that, I'm going to use the Black Radiance Soft Focus for the remainder of my face. And I'm going to use a big fluffy brush. This is the brush 150 by MAC, and I'm just going to buff that all over the remaining areas of my face. You can go in circles or you can tap it on, making sure that I'm getting into the concealer too, because I don't want that to be too light. I am gonna go on top of my blush to matte that down. Like I said, you can press this in or you can buff this in. It's up to you. I'm kind of doing a combination of both, where I'm pressing and buffing. The pressing motion first and then going back and blending. Can totally do that. Okay, so for the blush, we're going to use the Milani's Mineralize blush, and this is in the color Berry Amore, and I'm going to use that with a Bedellum brush. It's just a small, round, fluffy brush. You also can use a Morphe Y5. Any blush brush, that's a tongue twister, that you want to use, you totally can use. And we're going to just set that directly on top of your cheeks where we put the cream blush, and it's going to bring that color back. And this blush I really like because, as you can see, this blush has a little bit of gold flakes to it. It's a little mixture between pink and gold. So I really like that. And I like to bring my blush a little high, like that. So I'm gonna take this black Radiance and just set that contour down the sides of my nose. And this is a duo brush by Tarte that I got a long time ago, but this is how the end of the brush looks. So you can get something that is comparable. I'm gonna set the concealer, set the lines in the concealer. Now, what I like to do to make my eyeshadow really, really quick is I like to use MAC's Lay and Low Cream Eyeshadow. Now, this is not at the drugstore. I will find a drugstore dupe for you. But if you could use some type of cream eyeshadow, that is definitely an easy go-to. But I can say this, even though this product is not at the drugstore, it is a product that you would want to invest in because it is multifunctional. You can use it as a eyeshadow base whenever you want to put your cream eyeshadows on. I'm sorry, whenever you want to put your regular eyeshadows on, or if you want to just use it as a cream eyeshadow by itself. So it is multifunctional, and I really love, if I'm going to spend, you know, a splurge per se on a product, I want to make sure that it's multifunctional. So, and this one is, and I'm just pressing it in, as you can see, with my fingers because it is a cream. And anything that is a cream and emollient, your fingers will really warm it up and move it around. So now that we have that, I'm going to take a little bit of the blush and go on top of my lid. This is a quick eyeshadow look. Telling you, the quickest eyeshadow you can do is blush eyeshadow. Just gonna take that, as you can see, it kind of gives a little bit of a sparkle, and go back in your crease with the powder because I do not like a shiny crease. I'm going to use the Carbon Black L'Oreal eyeliner, and I'm going to do a little bit of a cat eye, and this is what's going to make it look like we done a lot, but we really did not do a lot. Oh, I cannot talk and do liner, you guys. That's why I had to stop talking. And as you can see, I'm not going all the way over with the liquid liner. I'm stopping it in the center of my eye. Okay, once you have your cat eye, it looks like you did something, but you really didn't. We're gonna go ahead and add some mascara. And this is the L'Oreal's Voluminous Carbon Mascara. Now we're going to use false lashes also for this look to make it look like we did a whole lot, but we really didn't. And I really like to use mascara first before I do my false lashes because it really gives me a really good base. I like to go like this with my mascara especially when I'm not using an eyeliner. To get the size, I use the tip of the mascara like that. Wiggle, pull down, wiggle, pull down. You don't really have to press into the eyelash that much because it's going to pick up, especially this mascara. This is probably not the best mascara for under the eyes, but definitely the top lashes. This is a good mascara for top lashes for sure. You can use the tip of the mascara to get the corners, or if you feel like the lashes are clumping, you can always use the tip to kind of separate the lash. So we have our bottom mascara on. Now we're gonna go ahead and use the Anastasia Beverly Hills brow tint. I will put a dupe here for a drugstore brow tint. I wanna say that NYX has one. I haven't used it. I didn't pick it up when I went to the drugstore the other day, but I will pick it up and test it out and see if I like it. But this is pretty much what I use. And I like to tint my brows because my hair is blonde, and as you can see the difference, it already makes my face look softer. And so I like to lift the brow hairs first like that. Lift them upward, pull the brows up, and then over, upward and over. Now I'm going to take Anastasia Beverly Hills brow color in the color Caramel. And again, NYX has a pencil that you can use in combination with their brow gel. And I'll put that on the screen. I don't have that, and I wasn't prepared to like go pick it up. So for this part, I'm just gonna use what I have, but I will make sure to put you the dupe there. I'm not gonna leave you hanging. I don't really like a super sculpted brow. I really like my brows to be natural looking, you know. I just do little hair strokes, and I try to follow my hair line, like the direction that my hair goes. Now, if you want to clean up under your brows, you totally can. You can use the concealer, put a little bit on the back of your hand, get a little synthetic brush, something small that you can clean up under your brows if you want to. This is optional, but I like to clean up under my brows a little bit, just to kind of give a little bit more of a sharper look underneath. And then I'll take my finger, because we want it to be natural, and blend it down. So I don't necessarily want a sculpted look, but I do like a clean look, you know? So that's pretty much all we're gonna do for the eyes. Now we're gonna go ahead and use the lashes. Now I've had these lashes I guess about a month or so now, and I use my lashes over and over and over and over and over. I just basically clean off the old glue, and I use my lashes over and over. I'm using Duo Glue, which you can pick up from the drugstore. These are the Ardell Natural Wispy Lashes, but I love them. Think that they look super natural when they go on. So go ahead and clean off. I basically just clean off the old glue that I used the last time. And if you want to run a alcohol pad across the tip, across the little band of the lashes, you totally can, to make sure everything is sanitary. Have my handy dandy fan, just because I want to make sure that these lashes are drying kind of quickly. And you know, when you have somewhere to go, you don't really have much time. So a fan is going to come in handy to really help you with the drying process of the lashes. Okay, so I'm going to use a little tweezer kind of eyelash handy dandy tool I got from a company called Cleachy Beauty years ago, but you can use whatever you want. But this kind of helps me guide the lashes onto my eye, and I usually just press down. Now, if you have black eyeshadow, you can use black eyeshadow for your liner as well, if you don't want a harsh line like that. But this is something that I typically do whenever I'm on the go, and I really want it to look like I have on kind of a beat face, but not really. Kind of lift it like that. You can use your finger too if you want. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and put on the lip. So for the lip, we're going to use this raw sugar Beauty for a little bit of hydration. Then we're going to go in with the Milani lipstick in the color Sensual, and we're going to use that over the lip. You can totally use a lip liner if you want, but I'm not. And then I'm going to use the NYX Professional Shine Loud Global Citizen. This is a liquid lipstick on one end and then a gloss on the other. So I'm just pressing that in the center. And then I'm going to use the gloss. A little darker than I would want to go. It's still really cute. It's giving 90s vibe for sure. Okay, now we're going to add our glow mist, and this is the Pixie Makeup Fixing Mist. We're going to add that first to set everything in. Shake it up. Okay. Once you have that, use my fan to dry it down first, because we are going to use the glowy one. So let's dry it down. Now we're going to go in with the glow mist. Shake it up. Dry it down. This one has hibiscus and argan oil in it, and this is the fixing mist. It has the rose water and the green tea, both by Pixie. Love them both. One is for setting and the other one is for fixing. One is a glowing mist to really give your skin a little bit of a glow, and the other one is to set the makeup. All right, you guys, so this is the final look. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you have any questions about this look. Give me a thumbs up if you like this look, and if you feel like this is something that you can do, because you totally can. And it doesn't take much time to just really like put yourself together, and as you can see, it doesn't take much money to put yourself together and look beautiful. You don't have to break the bank to pour into yourself and just fill up your tank. You know, makeup is always my go-to. If I do my makeup and I look good, I feel good. It really is a mood booster for me. So I hope you like this look, and I hope that you replicate this look. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel to become a beauty, because you already know over here we are shining lights on self-care and beauty while embracing the journey of motherhood, okay? So until next time, I'll see you later, beautiful. Bye.